Imagine digging up something you buried almost 4 decades ago, something that's been waiting in the dirt, untouched, while your life has spiraled into completely different directions. That's exactly what happened in Tulsa when a man named Walters unearthed a time capsule he and his friends buried behind a statue in Woodward Park back in 1988. Now, here's what really fascinates me: this isn't just about nostalgia. It's about how we humans cling to the idea of preserving moments, even when we are too young to realize how much life will change. These kids were fresh out of high school, scattering across the globe, and they thought, let's bury this so we can come back in 10 or 20 years. But life has a way of making plans feel quaint. 38 years later, they're still digging it up, and it's like time itself is mocking their youthful optimism. What makes this story so rich is the contrast between their reckless youth and the careful planning they thought they were doing. They picked a spot with military precision, specific coordinates relative to a statue, 18 inches deep. It's hilarious how they thought that would keep it hidden, right? Like, no one will ever find this unless we tell them. But here's the kicker: they didn't even notify anyone when they originally buried it. They just showed up and dug. And now, 38 years later, they had to go through a bureaucratic nightmare to get permission. It's wild how the rules of the world have shifted. Back then, they were young and dumb; now, they're responsible adults who need permits to dig up their own history. It's a darkly funny reminder that adulthood comes with more red tape than freedom. And then there's the contents of the capsule. Letters, mementos, a state championship medal, a cassette tape. These aren't just random objects, they're fragments of a teenage psyche. One guy wrote about his hopes for marriage, his girlfriend at the time. How sweet is that? But also how naive. You know, when you're 18, you think your life is a straight line. You don't account for the detours, the heartbreaks, the unexpected turns. The fact that these items survived intact is almost miraculous. They're like time travel artifacts, carrying the weight of a generation's dreams and doubts. I mean, what if that girlfriend had become his wife? What if they'd all stayed in Tulsa? The what-ifs are the real treasure here. But here's the deeper question: why do we feel the need to preserve these moments at all? Is it fear of forgetting? Or a desire to prove to our future selves that we once believed in something? I think it's both. Time capsules are like little acts of defiance against entropy. They're saying, this mattered, and I want to remember it. And yet, the irony is that the more we try to preserve the past, the more it slips away. The capsule was buried with the intention of being found, but it also became a symbol of how quickly life moves. Those friends are probably all over the world now, living lives they couldn't have imagined in 1988. And yet, here they are, reunited by a hole in the ground. It's a weird, beautiful thing, how the past can catch up to you when you least expect it. So, what does this say about us? That we are all just time travelers, trying to hold onto fragments of our lives. Maybe that's why stories like this resonate so deeply. They remind us that no matter how far we go, we are still tethered to the moments that shaped us. And if you're sitting there thinking, I should bury something too, go for it. But maybe this time, don't forget to get a permit. Or maybe just enjoy the chaos of youth, because sometimes, the best memories are the ones you never planned to preserve.